Hello, Space Dweller. Well, you have been spending a while in the ISS and so has your loyal companion Hopcat. I think it is time for Hopcat to get his own private quarters, don't you? Private quarters on the ISS are small in area, but rich in features, including a computer terminal, internet connection, and of course a bed. Hopcat's quarters will of course be suitable for a cat. Modeling private quarters requires thinking about utilizing the small space we have. Specifying layout of parts within an object can be done in OPM by inzooming into the object. So let us zoom into Hopcat's private quarters and start designing a home for him. First, we stretch the object across the canvas. This makes room for specifying details. We now begin to place new objects within the main object, similar to what we do for an in-zoom process. Let us begin by adding walls to Hopcat's quarters. Now let us add the necessities. First, we put an automated water tap, which pumps up water as soon as Hopcat begins to drink from it. Not far from the tap, we put a pillow for Hopcat to sleep on. Like humans, Hopcat needs a harness while he sleeps in space or he might float away. And on the other side of the room, we will put a space toilet. Hopcat is a well-trained pet. We need to add a few more things to keep Hopcat occupied. Like all cats, Hopcat sleeps for 16 hours a day, but he is very active the rest of the time. We position a scratching pole on the side of the room opposite the bed and tap. Let us hope that Hopcat actually uses it rather than rubbing himself against other things in the ISS. Next, we add a mouse toy so Hopcat can train his hunting instincts. And lastly, we will add an internet terminal next to Hopcat's pillow. He loves watching the Nature Channel. Just make sure it doesn't jump at the screen. So, as you can see, we have modeled an object and its parts layout. But unlike process, in the case of an in-zoomed object, the spatial location of the object has meaning. It is literally their location in 2 dimensions. In the case of an in-zoom process, since time is one-dimensional, all that matters is the vertical axis, which indicates the timeline within an in-zoom process. We can use object in-zooming to also specify the order of parts of informatical objects, such as a scientific article. Here, we will have only one dimension, the reading order: title, authors, abstract, body, summary, etc. Here comes Hopcat to try his new quarters. No, Hopcat, that's not the scratching pole, that's your pillow. And that's your mouse toy, not the toilet. I think it is time to start a training program for Hopcat.